Tito. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you've had a great day so far. Let me turn that on. Forgot to switch that on, but yeah, happy Friday. Made it to another weekend. Very chill Friday. Got shorts finished for the week. Got them all scheduled. So we're back ahead there. Didn't have to work out today. Today was recovery. So got to rest and just kind of have a yoga and stretching focused day, and actually was able to get some sleep last night. So kind of one of the better days out of the past few, just from actually getting able to get some rest. But we are back with our FireRed playthrough. We're going, never gotta visualize the compass. We're going west from Lavender Town. We got a couple battles left. Got a couple encounters, and then we'll take on Erika. But besides that, we'll take on the game corner and kind of see where things leave us there. Level cap is 29. So we are very quickly approaching that as we're finishing out these battles. I think we finished that whole line, then wrapped up. But just got a couple more over here. Level up Meowth, I guess, and Voltorb. Let's one of these, maybe. Don't want to over level anyone. It's about to say, I didn't quite remember where we were level wise, but we have a lot of people like at the cap, so don't have to really do any grinding before. Can't wing attack, so that was not something I really want to deal with. So hopefully we just keep landing. What we can do, just to cut out the middleman, is switch out and start going for some shock waves. Hopefully we don't get poisoned or any shenanigans there. Should make pretty quick work. Look at that. And we're spreading XP like we wanted to anyway. I know we just healed. I can ride my bike. About to say, I know we just healed, but since we will be swapping into Voltorb, want them full health. They are a little squishy. But as long as Pidgeotto's not over leveled, I think we kind of just roll through the gym. I think we'll be fine either way. Oh, wrong one. We just need to make sure to have status healing items since we can't leave. Yeah, we'll keep working our way through this route. And getting levels where we can. We'll stay in. I don't really think coughing has anything for us. I say after we almost get one shot and poisoned on turn 1. So let's immediately get out of there. Okay. Thankfully, not back-to-back poisons. Okay. Really glad, again, we didn't get poisoned there. So we can can stay in. Hopefully pick up another kill. We live that. We get poisoned. That does 7. So we attack again, we get the kill, we take the poison, and we get out. Is kind of the game plan here. And right into Pidgeotto. And clean up here. Quick and well, no, I was about to say won't one-shot, but this one will. And then we get the crit, naturally. Okay. And to make sure we use the antidotes, so we don't lose anyone in the overworld. That would be tragic. And we do need to grab the item from Meowth. Don't hate getting a rare candy. Just makes life easy in the Elite Four. Or towards the end of the game, where kind of need some levels. Keep on keeping on. We don't, I mean, we have Doug Trio, so I don't want to say we don't have a poison counter, but all but Grimer have like, I'm thinking Golbat, I'm thinking Coughing. Ground really only works for Grimer and Mach, which is kind of unfortunate, as being one of the counters to it. Okay, so they have Spark. That's not what I was drinking. I was drinking from the other mug. Welcome in, Emmanuel. Welcome in. Hope you've had a great Friday so far. Our defenses are very low right now. We need to be careful with that. But I don't mind getting Meowth some levels. Okay. I honestly thought that was going to do more after 2 Screeches. But don't mind that it didn't. What's our starter? That would be Ivysaur. We've seen. I'm gonna swap out because I do think a Spark could do pretty high damage to us. Trade Sonic Booms. But yes, always Bulbasaur in Gen 1 in terms of starter choices. Trying to learn Self-Destruct, you know? I think I'm a pass on that in a Nuzlocke. As tempting as it is, don't think that's a great play to get. Down. They don't really have. Well, I was gonna say they don't really have anything for us, but they also have Sonic Boom. We can swap to Kia because they won't get over leveled from this, and it's not like we're gonna use them against Erika. anyway. So it's not the worst thing in the world. If they did somehow get a level from that one mon. Okay. We just dip back again. There's no sense in wasting healing. And there we go. Look at that. Slow and steady progress will always take. Okay, I need to be stationary. I was like, why is it not kicking in? But you need to be fully stationary, I guess. I was trying to walk and get on the bike at the same time. Fight this guy. And then we make our way west and get another encounter or two. And then fight Erika. Staying in just because I don't think it really has anything, like it gets bubble and pound, I think is really it. It's not as, my nose itches. It's not as bad as Gold and Silver, but in terms of like level cap, Erika is level 29, then Sabrina and Koga are both level 43. So like it's a very sharp jump. Rude. Finish the job here. It's like right on the inside of the nose with the allergies. They'll get you. Yep, and that's when playing through without rare candies or speed up. I don't really run from wild encounters. Just because it's like you're gonna need to, either you run and make progress quickly through the game, then need to go back and fight them all later. Or you just do a little bit at a time as you go. I'm like, might as well bite the bullet and just kind of grind as you go. And even then, we're a little bit behind. Like our core 3 are almost at the level cap. And we dropped a lot into Voltorb as well. So like, it's working for the most part, but Meowth we've just been trying to get leveled for the longest time, I feel like. So what I'm going to do... there. Run here, heal up, then get that encounter, get the Eevee, and I think maybe a encounter west of here as well. First, let's see if we can get one of these. Well, we already have one of those. Even though that one's almost the same level as us. Just gonna go ahead and get the free experience, because why not? And the free money. not a Meowth. I'm kind of hoping we encounter another Growlithe. Because we encountered one east of here. And it roared us right before we started throwing balls. So, like, I really wouldn't mind a Growlithe on the team. Because I feel like that would kind of round us out. Let's throw... Oh, not that. Throw Voltorb up front to just keep searching for now. No shade to our Oddish, but we already have Ivysaur, so we don't really... They're going to be the first one swapped off the team, which is why I'm not really putting in much effort in leveling them up. I think in this game you don't learn once you use a stone, I don't think you learn anything. Okay, an Oddish. Maybe with like the move relearner, you get E-Speed on Arcanine. But yeah, I remember it being like a big thing that you need to pretty much level Growlithe to like level 50 to learn Flamethrower, or your best fire move is only going to be Ember on Arcanine. So it's like you gotta put in the grind to get them leveled up. Or you can just stay using Ember. At level 49, this run, it's kind of turning into Meowth. In Gen 3, I could swear, I might fully be wrong, but I could swear Stone Evos didn't learn moves in Gen 3. Like, because I remember that was like a huge drawback of all the Stone Evos, is they don't learn anything once you use the stone. And yeah, maybe Arcanine's the exception with just learning E-Speed. Okay. Really encountering... There might not be any encounters we can find that we don't already have. Again, it's not the worst in the world that we're just getting these last little bit of levels in the meantime. Route 7. It might be super... Like, I think the only possible encounter we don't have is Growlithe. I think you can find Growliths here. Might fully be wrong, but I think so. And yeah, it might very well be just a super rare encounter. And again, it's not the worst in the world. We're catching everyone up to the level cap. Yeah, we did encounter Growlithe west of here where all the trainers are. But it roared us. So we weren't able to catch that. Hey, welcome in, Myth. Welcome in. Hope you've had a great Friday so far. Pidgey, Oddish, yep, so we're just waiting for that 10% Growlithe. Because we have a Meowth currently on the team. We have a Pidgeotto currently on the team. And we actually have the Oddish currently on the team, so we literally have the rest of the route on the squad. Jump back in. Not much. Pretty solid and productive Friday, so can't complain. What's new on the run? Not much. We just battled a couple trainers. Now we're hunting encounters for taking on Erika. So, and there they are. Cool tee. This was a Goodwill find. A Brooks running t-shirt. Go for one of those. Thankfully they did not roar immediately. And I'll use our Great Ball. Why not? Erika is grass. There we go. So we have Daisy on the team. Now we've got to have Sabine too. Gotta treat them both fairly. Good work. But we will immediately add them to the squad. Because that was kind of what we were looking for. Oh, we wanted to do this. There they are. I don't know why they're holding a Rost Berry when they literally can't be burned. But we were kind of talking about this earlier. You don't learn flamethrower till like level 50. So if you want anything better than like Flame Wheel or Ember, unless you can get the flamethrower TM from the game corner, you've got to wait. Because we could just evolve them right now. But then they wouldn't learn anything except for E-Speed at 49. Which, Tito, that might be... You've probably already connected these dots. That might be what you're thinking of with the... You get E-Speed right on evolving. Because a lot of people probably get to 49, get Flamethrower, then Stone to evolve. So you get both moves. Yep. So that's probably the... We'll name this after Emmanuel. Spell it right. Emmanuel. Yes. I'm gonna hold off on evolving Eevee for now. And kind of see what we need. Because we have a good fire type in Arcanine. We'll get a lot of water encounters, so don't want to just pull the trigger and get a... whatchamacallit? Vaporeon. And we have our Voltorb for now. And we'll get at least one more electric encounter. So that and our Master Ball for the legendary birds will kind of keep in flux and use as needed. Yes. but they're both, or I'm pretty sure all the legendaries are level 50, so we couldn't use them till the Elite Four anyway. I'll buy one of those. Good fighting moves, never. Terrible to have. But this. Yep, and that's the downside with Jolteon. The same could be said for all the evolutions. Their kind of moveset is not great. Well, if Mankey was alive, absolutely. Unfortunately, they are not. Can anyone learn it? Nope. Let's go get our encounter to the west. Yep. That was like towards the end of the previous one. And like we were probably gonna, like I was saying, it's like we were probably gonna replace him anyway. I don't think that one was. I think that was just a silly play on my part. But that was like the first loss that like really, really stung. Like, because we had put solid time into getting him some levels. No, what we did was we switched in on a gravel. No, yes, a graveler. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get some levels. It's a rock type. Graveler whipped out magnitude 10 and one-shot us. Yes, we have lost a Zubat, a Rattata, a Farfetch'd, and Mankey are our losses so far. This route, I believe the only... Yeah, I was about to say, I think the only new encounter is Doduo that we can get. Yeah. Like, I know Mankey's not known for his bulk anyway. But, yeah, magnitude 10 is rough. We did have a Rattata. So we'll count species. I know I did technically catch 2 Fearos. But one I caught early was fully on the intent of trading it for the Farfetch'd. You sprained your leg, unfortunate. Make sure you get some rest and treat it as needed. Rest, ice, compression, elevation. Alright, well, we got that level. Yeah. That might be the one of the losses. The Rattata that Mitz was named after. But yes, we're immediately getting levels for Growlithe. Because I do think they have potential to be a long-term team member. Oh, not what I wanted to click. I mean, I don't hate it. We're just getting levels in the meantime. Just making sure we're keeping the team evenly leveled. So, like, it's a win-win. We get the new encounter, or... Nice. And yeah, we were getting only Spearows. need to be careful about. So I would hate to swap out and get pursued. But they're burned, so I'm going to just start chucking balls. It is, and it gets Drill Peck. And Tri Attack is broken this game. So that is a very good backup to have. I mean, it gets Drill Peck, most broken flying type move in this game. It gets Tri Attack, most broken normal type move in this game. So it's like, yeah. Played your first game, Moltres. 172,000, nice. I don't know. I think. Hold on, let me. This can be Tito. I can't type and talk at the same time. Causes my brain to short circuit. I think this might be completely unconfirmed, like there's no correlation. I think early season, a lot of the toxic players left. All the players that are like, oh, I'm amazing at this game, but this game is so bad, like my teammates are always terrible, when they're the terrible teammates. So I think a lot of the toxic people left. And we were now like 700. Okay. Let's do one of these. We got very briefly world ranked yesterday. And then immediately dropped out. But yeah, I think a lot of people are coming back to the game. But welcome in full counter. Don't remember if I said that or not, or I got distracted. But yeah, I think people are coming back and bringing their negativity with them. Yep, it seems like that's kind of the trend of a lot of people have been dropping this week. That I don't know what's going on, but like it seems to be hitting everyone pretty hard. I thought maybe he would be something. He's just hanging out. Okay, we got Fly. Oh yeah, that is just... The number of people over 2,000 is wild. Yeah. Which has always been a problem in Unite. But again, it just feels so much worse. Like, as time goes, like, nobody picks anything besides attacker. Grab the T. Grab that. And I feel like we just go into the gym. I mean, we've got our items. We have Pidgeotto. Enjoy, enjoy. Grab that just in case. Don't really think we'll be using it, but we have it. Yep. invisible piece. I have no idea. Well, we did enter the gym, and once we enter the gym, we can't leave. I should have healed. Thankfully, we have a ton of super potions. So we're just gonna top everyone up. Little misplay by me. I mean, that's a pretty personal question. Could just be asking someone on YouTube. But in game, it's looking solid. How many have I lost so far? We have lost 4. Rattata. We've lost Zubat. We lost Farfetch'd, and we lost Mankey. And hopefully that is it for the rest of the run. But this will be a good opportunity to get Growlithe some levels. Rude. Just sleep powder. Oh yeah, the game corner. I normally would just grind money. And just buy the coins outright and not mess around with the game corner just because it was so tedious. I feel like hit points is what I would go to. And that might be it might be one of those where, like, it just depends on the game as well. Because I feel like it might be called different things in different games. But I think in Pokemon specifically, I say hit points. But I'm sure in other games it is called health points. Awakening, I have 1, so hopefully they don't keep putting us to sleep. My health is low, but not my hit points are low, yeah. And that's fair. Again, it might just be Pokemon that calls it hit points. Welcome in, Pokemon. Welcome in. Hope you've had a great Friday so far. Alright. RPGs and roguelikes makes sense. And yeah, it might also be a matter of translation from games' original languages, what it's referred to as in the English dub. So that could also play a factor. Absurd one I would want as a pet. I feel like all the ones I would want as a pet are like the basic answers of like evolutions of the Growliths of I don't want that move. I mean, fair. I mean, I could say Goldango. He can literally just make it rain on command. So it's just like infinite money. Can't go wrong with that. Guillotine, I mean, I guess if he's gonna be on someone's side, let him be on yours. Don't think Oddish has any attacking moves. I think it just has the powders and sweet scent. We're already statused, so we're fine. Again, great levels for Growlithe. Catch them up to the team a little bit. And then just kind of sweep Erika with Pidgeotto. Hopefully, don't get severely unlucky here with max wrap turns and paras. Because that could go bad quickly. No crit, no para, golden. Pet Dratini, fair. Keep potioning up. We have plenty. That. We continue on with all the trainers. Okay, I thought there was still some. All very clearly on the same level. Again, like, I feel like most of the ones that jump straight to mind are, like, the basic answers of, like, the evolutions, the Growliths, the things like that. But the question was, like, a off-the-wall one. Where it gets a little bit tricky. And again, it's still not off the wall, but like I wouldn't mind like a Venusaur. I mean, that's just like a... Venusaur is a free gardener. Can cut all the grass, can do all the work, can help the garden, things like that. Only one. Probably Espeon. If I had to choose one to actually have. But welcome in, Halassa, welcome in. Also, Vaporeon just turns into a very touchy subject, I think, within the community. For weird reasons. Right. Keep battling our way through. Unfortunately, I've heard the explanation there. Unfortunately. I mean, I guess. I guess the same way when Pokemon use Earthquake, do they just demolish whatever city they're near or in? Get parried. Or, again, just like imagine being an insurance company in the Pokemon universe. How many claims you've got to get daily from just one trainer using Earthquake. Or Thunder, or anything, and just demolishing a neighborhood. Oh, what was concerning? Yeah. Just on the daily. Or like, especially if you read the dex entries and like take them literally. It's like, oh, Entei causes volcanoes to erupt when he barks. They see a squirrel and just wreak havoc because they're sitting there barking at it. And that's just like game over. You know, nothing major, just summon a tidal wave. Nothing crazy. Okay, they're potioning. Not expect that, but we will be probably swapping out because we're almost out of embers as well. Oh yeah, reading the dex entries is kind of wild. Half of them feel like a fever dream. And if you actually like science check the claims, it's like Drifblim is the first one that comes to mind there. Or like its OG dex entry is like, it will steal children, but won't steal fat children because it can't. It's like, it's wild. Like, I'm just like, they really wrote this and saw nothing wrong with it. And we're like, yep, perfect. No notes added into the game. Yeah, they are something, to say the least. Yeah, Drowsy, Hypno. And we should pretty much just one-shot here. Growlithe did as much as they could, but they are out of embers. So and we're already in the gym, so it's okay that we leveled up. Does not count as breaking the level cap. That we want to. Those. Not to mention what would happen to the rocket hideout, because it's underground in the same city. Probably wouldn't be great for Giovanni just chilling 4 stories down. or 3 stories down. Should have just winged attacked. I figured Gust would kill it. Now we gotta sit here for a couple extra turns. Hopefully wake up. We will potion up. Just to be safe. If we ever wake up. Again, I don't... It might have acid in terms of attacking moves, but that's it. Other than powders and sweet scent. But take them down. And on to Erika we go. What was I doing? Potioning up. I will do actually. Have just a lum, we do, but I don't really want to use that. The main thing I don't want to hit us is paralysis. Obviously poison wouldn't be great either, but I think we fought the person to the left. Yes, they had the execute. But yeah, pretty much just hit the A button, wing attack, and just cruise through this. See? One thing I didn't want them to do, but guess what? Don't need to worry. And nope, not quite a level up. But Tangela will. Growlithe is out of embers and under leveled is the downside. Otherwise, they absolutely would. But in the meantime, we're just gonna roll through this with Pidgeotto. Yeah, Growlithe is chilling for now. Do that. Get the level. I don't think we one-shot Vileplume. Vileplume is pretty bulky. Is Shake Shack an American company? I think so. But could very well be wrong. It very well could be founded somewhere else and it's just popular here. Alright, there we go. I feel like we just throw that based in New York Fair. I feel like we throw that just right on Ivysaur. Unless they learn it by level up. In which case it would be a waste. I don't remember if they do or not. So we'll hold off for now. They're doing okay. Okay. Now we actually heal up. It's in my no, I'm thinking Steak and Shake, which probably to non-Americans like, is that not the same thing? I'm thinking Steak and Shake, where it's like it's solid food but similar to like Five Guys. It's overpriced for, at the end of the day, a fast food burger. It's a good fast food burger, but paying $20 for a burger and fries isn't worth it. Let's do one of these. You worked at a Steak and Shake. I think so. I kind of equate them to that same. Might fully be wrong, and a diehard Steak and Shake Shack fan is gonna be like, "What do you mean they're the same? Steak and Shake's world." It's a fast food burger at the end of the day. And it's overpriced for a fast food burger, is my thoughts on it. Again, could very well be wrong, but I don't know. Don't think it would be that world altering. Yeah. I don't know. Again, like Five Guys, great burgers, great fries. You get a lot of fries with your order. But $20+ for a burger and fries, yeah, is pricey. Didn't need to heal up there, but figured why not before going further into the hideout. Especially since we swapping all around. Excuse me. Might just stay in. Probably won't. But good for a little bit, just for fun. Assumed as much. Not IRL. Let's just do one of these quick swaps. Next level cap is 43. So we've got all the room to work with in terms of getting levels. Top 3 fast food burger place. Follow-up question, on flavor alone, or are we factoring in price? Because I think that would pretty heavily change the list. Not in... Probably Five Guys. Burger King, then Wendy's. just on flavor. A wild one that's kind of creeping up there and like has a surprisingly good burger is Arby's. Like, you wouldn't think they would, but like it's actually surprisingly solid. I mean, it's still Arby's at the end of the day, so go in without. Some Five Guys have a drive-through. It's like, I put Five Guys in the same boat as like a Subway or like a Firehouse Subs, where it's like, it's not technically fast food, but it's not fast food, if that makes sense. That. Yeah, because I don't know. It doesn't qualify as an actual restaurant. So I think by default, it's gotta fall into that fast food category. Did I play? I have. I haven't played Pokopia yet. But I've stopped playing. As a kid, I stopped playing like right as Gen 4 came out. And as I got back into it, I played through all the Gen 4 games. Oh, not that button. And the Gen 5 games on completely legal Nintendo hardware that was installed on my PC. And I played Gen 8, Gen 9, both Legends. I think that's all that has come out. But yeah, I have not played X and Y or the Sun and Moon games. Voltorb is getting some good experience. I don't hate that. Again, I don't know. I might be completely wrong. I get vibes that they evolve at level 30. Might be completely wrong, but did a randomizer Soul Link with Emmy on X and Y? I'm sure you absolutely threw. Sacrificed all your good pairs, as a good Soul Link partner would. Alright. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick and get some more water, but then we'll keep going through the hideout and fight Giovanni, but I will be right back. back. Hop on over to gameplay. And we keep rolling. Welcome in, Sora. Welcome in. We got a great Friday so far. I think it's only items on this floor. Might be completely wrong. But go ahead and go down this level first. And we might actually get a couple evolutions today, because I think Pidgeot evolves in a level, Ivysaur evolves at level 32, I think. Because I know it evolves early. It's been Saturday for 24 minutes. Well, hope the first 24 minutes of your Saturday have been great. Pidgeot is 36. Okay, for some reason I thought they went different than the starter trio with Pidgeot. But fair. You're off on a hike in the morning. Enjoy. And appreciate you hanging out. Hope you have a great time on your hike. There's got to be something here, right? There's got to be something here. There it is. I was like, they wouldn't just throw that corridor for nothing. Okay, just work our way around. And there we go. Let's see what this guy has. Also, Sora, guess what we encountered today? You're about to see it. Honestly, just the rarest of all candies. Even though our Meowth has been picking them up pretty frequently. Which, again, don't hate, just makes rounding out the team at the Elite Four a little bit easier. And we won't have to worry about grinding as much. I think we're fine either way. But I don't want to get hit by, like, a crit confusion. We get confused, we hit ourselves, get in a weird loop there. Where, like, I'm just not going to tempt fate. Persian is level 28. I need to get them some levels too. They kind of got sidelined in training up Growlithe. Okay. We can't Magnitude, which is a lower their accuracy. And now we can Magnitude just to finish things off. Alright. It's good levels all around. Can throw that on Growlithe. Tomorrow we'll be doing ranked matches with viewers on Unite. Sunday, casual matches with viewers, and then Monday we'll be back with the Nuzlocke. Should I have jumped right? Oh, no, not what I wanted to do. Should I have jumped right into this battle? Maybe not. I think we'll be fine, though. Yeah, we're solidly over-leveled. Yeah, we can throw the black glasses on Growlithe or Meowth. Meowth also has Bite. Kind of rude. Thankfully, no poison. Again, thankfully, no poison. No poison, no problem. We might as well get the free experience on Voltorb. Especially since Growlithe and Meowth will get good experience going through the Lavender Tower, because just all the ghost type trainers will be biting left and right. Oh yeah, Sabrina and Yellow is wildin', to say the least. Battled everyone. What I'm actually gonna do is we're just gonna run on back to the center and heal. Because why not? While we finished off the third and first floor, just continue through the second one and into Giovanni. On the upside, she leads with the level 50 Abra that has 0 moves. So you can just set up beyond belief to just sweep the rest of her team. Like, if it was just a level 50 Kadabra and Alakazam, it would be worse, because you couldn't just set up. Got another Moonstone, don't hate that. Just keep making our way around. I mean, going left and right does the same thing. But this gives me the option to do this. And yes, I went all the way over here just for this item. That singular super potion that we have 20 of. Whoa. I mean, might as well go check out this floor. Free levels, free items. No reason to not. Let's just stay in. See what happens. What I need to do is throw the black glasses on. It's gonna hurt. Swap out of there real quick. I'm curious, like, does it feel like walking on, like, the walking pads at the airport where, like, you just feel like you're walking 100 miles an hour? or what? Because that would be kind of wild to have installed at an office. Just maximum office efficiency at the cost of a wild electric bill. Will maximize efficiency. Okay, good. Level up. We'll just stay in. Work on getting our evolve. And continue on our way. True. I mean, I guess in this world there's near infinite sources of electricity. So there's not really a need for concern. Oh, not that, not that. Go with this. Sure. Don't hate. Oh yeah, Red, who has zero business being here and is just picking fights with the mob. And just spinning in circles on their, like, movement pads. Imagine, like, put yourself in Giovanni's position. Okay? Like, you're sitting in your office, minding your business. You look at the security cams off to your right, and you see this 10-year-old just spinning in circles on your, like, your walking pads, decimating all your employees. Like, just rolling through them. For no reason. And you're sitting like, who is this guy? Just spinning in circles in our base, rolling through us. I mean, the manga might be better, at least then there's like a reason for Red to be doing all this. While, like, in the games, it's just kind of like, yeah, stumbled upon this hideout, I'm gonna just decimate all of them. Do that. I think that was his last mon, so we heal the poison. There it is. I'm actually gonna throw I mean, yeah. But yeah. In the game, we're just like, oh, rolling through Mount Moon. Team Rocket's here, on site. Zero reasoning. Just like, it's on site. But yeah, I don't think I finished the statement. I was gonna throw Voltorb up front just to get them evolved. Since they do evolve at 30. And again, like, I kind of, from, not that I have any personal, from a crime boss perspective, I understand why with Giovanni it's on site with Red. Because again, he's minding his business. This guy just rolls through your whole operation. For no reason. Other than, I don't know, they were bored. They needed the Poke Flute. Just give him a Poke Flute and he can continue on his journey past Snorlax. Don't have someone blocking the gym. Just let Red go on his business and Team Rocket wins. They just give you a Poke Flute and don't have someone blocking Sabrina's gym. Red has no reason to intervene. He's gonna keep doing hit. He'll keep minding him, going through. Like, there's zero reason for him to get involved. Or just any move on Snorlax, because, like, it learns rest and it falls asleep. And you can still use moves on them on when they're asleep. But who knows? Just, well, I do know exactly why. Just to frame actually going through the story by building in barriers. Quick swap here. Rude. Doesn't matter, we land these. Yeah. Or just like in the real life scheme of does the whole world just come to a stop if it does that? Like, or do you need to wait for one specific person with the Poke Flute to show up to move it? This, and it should one-shot. There we go. Quick and easy. I feel like what I want to do is lead with Doug Trio and magnitude everything in sight. A knockoff Arbok, it was green, so a knockoff shiny Arbok. Oh. For a figurine. I thought you just meant like in a playthrough you had a shiny Arbok, that new knockoff. But we probably could have led with Ivysaur. But I don't remember if they have, like, any of the Nidorans, Nidoking line in this fight. Yes, you can't. And come back to Sabrina. And I know... Well, I don't know. I very well be wrong. But I think in some, like, Red playthroughs, it makes sense to do Blaine first. Because it, like, his badge boosts everyone's special attack. So, like, in some runs, it makes sense to do them out of order. Okay, we are not doing enough damage to this guy. Do a quick swap out here. That's gonna hurt. Glad we swapped out. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Rude. First off. Second off. Feel like we immediately get out of there. Let's get an Intimidate off. That can't hurt, right? Lower that Mega Punch damage. And what I might do So we had out. I might do a good old just swap through the roster, give everyone some experience because he's a decent level. Just keep doing that. We don't need to really worry about Pidgeotto. They seem to be doing fine on level. Thankfully they missed. And we surely outspeed. Same level. Okay, well I thought I was gonna kill, not gonna lie. That does insane damage. One Intimidate off and it still does half our health. Yeah. Because I think crits in this game are double, so if it had landed the crit Mega Punch, that was all she wrote. You wanted an oddish a bit too much. I mean, never upset with someone wanting a grass type. I feel like they're commonly ignored. But what, did you like die to poison or something? Like in the overworld? Take that. I know there is a trainer here we fight. So we'll throw Voltorb out front. I mean, well, number one answer is my favorite mon of all time, of Hitmonchan. I gotta go with that. I thought I was the smartest person in the world running Hitmonchan and FireRed. I was like, I'm landing super effective hits every time with the elemental punches when all of them are special attack based. With Hitmonchan's like 20 special attack. But now with Iron Fist and like the physical special split, I think he's more viable. He's still not great with his stats, I know. Trying to think of others that were just always mainstays on my team. When I played through Sword and Shield last, because before Scarlet and Violet, that was the last game I had played through, and I made sure to catch Tyrogue, who was up in defense, down in special attack, so it evolved into a Hitmonchan, and still wasn't down in attack. So yeah, pretty much my last playthrough in a game where it was available was... and I used it and just kind of swept with it. But there we go. Got what we needed there. Let's throw Meowth back up front for now. Actually, let's focus on one and get Growlithe caught up with the rest of the squad. Then give Meowth some experience once Growlithe is caught up. Again, no shade to Meowth, but they might not be a permanent addition. I mean, obviously what we've got to do is teach Explosion to Electrode. Then on the champion's last Mon. Let me look at the prices. Like, if we can afford one, sure. Oh, not that. I mean, what we could do I mean, obviously there's Dratini for 2,800. Scyther and Porygon, I think, are way too high level. If we didn't get Dratini and we could just get Abra, we could immediately go trade that for Mr. Mime, so we have a fully evolved Psychic type. But first, I'm going to go sell our items. But, Tito, in terms of, like, different statics in one area, I think kind of what I decided for the run is all are viable because we aren't doing infinite rare candies. So, like, we still need to level them up. No worries. Good luck on the Soul Knight grind, Emmanuel. Appreciate you hanging out. I'm gonna be honest. I know on other playthroughs it makes sense to keep them, but like I'm gonna sell moves I'm just not gonna use. We only have the old rod, and in Fire Red Leaf Green you can only get Magikarp. Or I absolutely would. For like our true wild encounter. But yes, we can surf once we get that, or fish with a better rod. Alright. So we're either going to get enough coins, which is 2,800 for Dratini, or oh, we can absolutely afford Dratini. Tito, you're about to be cooking, even though we just named Dratini after you. There we go, Dratini time. And we throw the Everstone on it so it just stays Dratini. See, I feel like yeah, Breloom, I know like competitive isn't great, but I feel like a lot of people still ran Breloom in Gen 3. Move. Dratini, you're coming on the team. Sorry to Meowth, but I feel like that's the one to replace. An argument could be made for Doug Trio, but I feel like they're doing more. Let's see. Jolly, which I think is also up in attack. Maybe speed. Maybe I'm just throwing a dart at the wall. Just saying different things it could be up in. Let me just name out. We can, in terms of HMs, we don't need Flash anymore because it's only for Rock Tunnel. And if we do need Flash, we can teach it to Electrode. Because in terms of Electrode, in battle, all we really need is one strong electric type. So we can teach Flash to Electrode, Cut we'll kind of see as we go. Strength, I'm sure we can teach strength to Dragonite or Arcanine with their physical attacks. So we'll be okay for now. Okay, let me look at the squad. What do you have? Okay. So what I'm gonna do is kind of as I referenced earlier is do that. Just do one of these. Can't hurt to boost their special attack, right? Plus speed down and special attack. So in new games, that's great. And this, it's not great because Dragon is now lowered. Okay. We do have the rival battle. I think we'll be okay. Or decently leveled. And the battle is available before Erika. So I imagine he's like level 25. Might be making that up. I mean, we kind of hit the nail on the head. Well, that's just rude. Don't lower my accuracy. Just gonna have to use a move that can't miss. Shot them. Interesting switch in. I know it's terrible AI and they probably have the set order. But, yep, swapping the quad weak Mon. For you, let's go back to Growlithe. I think Pidgeotto would be the overall better move. But, like, we're trying to spread the experience some. AKA just get our under-level Mons caught up. And then we can just kind of distribute experience evenly. I feel like we just stay in. He gets... Okay. Kind of got pro-played there. Say, like, I feel like he only really has confusion in terms of attacking moves. Okay, you disabled Ember. We just go right back to Bite. There we go. It's just their starter. And we can also just stay in. I don't think it has anything for us. Like, we don't really have anything for it, but it doesn't have any moves to hit us with. I was about to say, if it goes for another smoke screen, we'll swap. Or if we start missing, we'll swap. Just to not mess around with that. They are Blaze boosted now. So Ember will be doing more. We aren't going to mess around with a crit. So let's go. Okay. Yep, we go to Electrode. Highest special defense. Welcome in. SN, welcome in. Hope you've had a great day so far. There we go. wrap up that fight. Pretty quick and simple. Alright, what for this encounter, what are the odds we get a Cubone? Like 5%? So fingers crossed on that. I think they're, again, very unlikely. Going through a rough day. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you're able to relax some this weekend. Now that it is Friday. But yeah, sorry to hear they really made you work for your weekend. But if nothing else, hopefully just being able to sleep in tomorrow is always a good first step. Yeah. These trainers will be great experience for our Growlithe. Just make our way through. Honestly, should just be enough to get them caught up with the rest of the squad. Here's our encounter. Is it a Cubone? It is not. It's a Ghastly, so we'll catch it. Okay, I didn't know if that was just gonna one-shot right off the bat. But throw a ball. Name this after Pokemon. I don't think we had one of them. Yeah, we haven't used that as a nickname yet. They were here earlier. Cool. Excuse me. Alright, so we'll cure the paralysis. Keeps throwing me off from always grabbing the items from Meowth. But I know we gave the black glasses to Growlithe. It just throws me for a second seeing it. We'll go ahead and bite. And again, that should pretty much one-shot all the Ghastlies we will see. Because they are kind of infamously known for having 0 defensive stats. Biting away. There we go. And again, this, hopefully just the tower gets them being Growlithe to level 30. And then we can just lead with Dratini and switch train as needed. And we'll just kind of balance out to everyone on the squad. Know that one-shots, and we get a level up. takedown. Yeah, I don't really see us using Leer. So, might as well. No healing in battle. You only catch the first encounter of each area. Level cap with the gym. When you enter a gym, you can't leave. And you have to fight all the trainers in the gym. Welcome in, Based. Welcome in. Quick team update. As people are coming in. But yeah, just very basic Nuzlocke rules. Added the tweak of fighting everyone in the gym and not being able to leave just to put some jeopardy on it. But being able to heal outside of battle kinda alleviates some of that pressure. Again, this is just a perfect opportunity for Growlithe to get some good levels. Yeah, where they don't learn moves, that's why I have not evolved them. Growlithe specifically, we were kind of talking about it earlier. Growlithe gets Flamethrower at 49. Arcanine learns E-Speed at 49. So, like, that's kind of the level you want to get him exactly to it. Stone Evo. So you get E-Speed and Flamethrower. But yeah, they learn 0 moves. Make our way around. Working our way through. So Sabrina isn't cooked fair. No worries, no worries. Appreciate you stopping in, and I hope you have a great rest of your Friday. Oh. I mean, Sabrina, too. E-Speed kind of deletes her whole team. If you can get... Well, nope, her level cap is 43, so we wouldn't have it either way. But yeah. Stone Evos in Gen... Before Gen 5 or 6... Like, even in Gen 4 when they did the physical special split, Stone Evos were rough. But... Again, we're getting some good experience on Growlithe. They're catching up. And we'll lead with Dratini. And just kind of keep the whole team evenly leveled besides Dratini. They're very under-leveled right now. Bite away. We still do need a water type on the team. Who we're gonna swap out, I don't know yet. It might be our Doug trio, even though they have put in the finest of work and all the fights we've had them in. also we have a Hitmonchan static encounter coming up, which, like, I feel like we're kind of obligated to add to the squad. So we'll do some good team building here in a bit. Don't hate that. And just more free experience. I kind of forgot how many trainers were in here. Like, I knew it was a good bit. Which, again, I don't hate. Free experience is free experience. These are wild encounters, but might as well kill them. It takes about the same amount of time to click over to run as it does to one-shot them with bite, so might as well get the experience so we aren't stuck level grinding later on. Oh, the first Haunter we're seeing. We're still higher level, so I imagine we still one-shot. We do not. Good to know. But we get the flinch. Doesn't matter. Our attack and special attack are about equal. Even though we're only using special attacks. But I think the game plan for now is we're going to finish off the tower, all the rocket battles, and wrap things up. But in the meantime, we'll keep getting the free experience on Growlithe. Let them become another key part of the squad. Would I ever play Radical Red? I'm not opposed to it. I would just have to get the completely legal Nintendo hardware on my PC to run it. This is not a ROM, this is on the Switch, actually. So, jokes aside, this is on fully legal Nintendo hardware. Because if it wasn't, I would probably be doing randomized. But yeah, I'm not against it, just to kind of see what it's all about. Like, I know it is way more challenging. But that would be fun to just kind of play through. Yep. And, like, I know it's not difficult to download, but I just haven't yet on this PC to be able to do that. Exactly. Download the Nintendo Game Boy Advance on my PC. Because again, we only play on fully legal Nintendo hardware. Because that's all anyone ever should do. Or YouTube and Nintendo will get mad at you. Just keep fighting away. YouTube and Discord get weird about it sometimes. I think they also have to, because YouTube is like, nah, we don't allow that. Or Nintendo is like, nah, we don't allow that. So I think by default, they've kind of be like, no, don't do that. Even though they don't care. Especially YouTube, who probably like 95% of like the Pokemon content is on that. Like, they probably know, but like they've just got to say, no, we don't support this. Hopefully we wake up here and just not deal with this. Nope, just snoozing away. I know we could just swap, but... And it's a wild mon, we could also just run. But... I'm just trying to get through it. Get the level up. Just potion on up. Like, kind of as we saw with buying the tokens, we used a chunk of our money. We have a decent amount, so we should be okay. In terms of just buying healing. Swap out. Might one shot, might not, since we... yeah, I was about to say we're on par with level. Okay. So here's where we're at. If we miss Razor Leaf, they land a... okay. Because if we miss Razor Leaf, they land a Stab Bone Club with our defenses down, we might be in danger. But thankfully, we don't need to, like, even worry about that, because... oh, not what I wanted to do. We just one-shot and we're done with it. Or not one shot, but we just landed and we're done with it. Exactly. Who would ever miss a 5% miss move? Swap on out. Yep, just spark away. Change it up. Just keep firing off spark. And again, I think, I might fully be wrong, but like we're the fastest mon in the game. So like we never need to worry about being outsped unless they're way over leveled on us. Aerodactyl might be faster, but like Electrode is... Yep, we are indeed, because I think you need like 40 mons on the dex as well, so it's like, even when we can go to this just so we can't get poisoned. 50, yeah. And we started the stream at 21. So we are definitely a ways off. Okay. Can't say I was predicting that. I'm like, I know we could have swapped and should have swapped, but like, I was like, okay, we can eat a poison gas, a tackle, smoke screen, it doesn't really matter. Well, there goes our starter, which I don't love. Glad I didn't waste our Giga Drain TM on them. Knowing that. I mean, on the bright side, if there is one there, we do have a Oddish that we can start leveling up as well. And we do have the Giga Drain TM, so we can get them evolved early and not have to worry about moves. But yeah, that one hurts a little bit. Definitely burns. Also, this is coming as from a pure Bulbasaur fan group. They aren't great late game. They get 0 poison moves. So like, we're about to get a static Lapras. That can be our water type. We're about to start unlocking. So like, it's not the worst. But like, still don't love losing our starter to a self-destruct. Never fun. But I guess we bring Oddish on the team for now. I mean, we could... Oh, no, if we had a water type, I would say yes. I was about to say we could just, instead of Oddish, just go catch a Snorlax. And rock out with that. But we don't really have anything for any rock types. And there's a lot of rock ground trainers. Well, alright, oh, not what I wanted to do. Yeah, that one hurts a little bit. The deaths have gotten just more and more tragic as the run goes on. There, because we need to get them caught up, because I do think long term Dratini will be a lot better, but short term having a Vileplume will be way better. But yeah, we will go ahead and wrap things up there for the stream. Great progress through the game, even though we had a tragic loss there at the end. Yeah, we'll be back this weekend with some Unite with viewers, and then on Monday with more of our Nuzlocke, where we take on Snorlaxes, take on Silphcoat, things like that. But until then, I hope everyone has a great rest of their Friday and a great start to their weekend. And as always, till next time, peace, peace.